So the holidays are coming up and you want to lose about 10 pounds before then. You want to be the talk of your holiday dinner. You want your parents and your friends to be like, holy shit, you put the work in. Or even better, you want to be the talk of your ex's holiday parties where the friends go, oh my God, did you see how much weight they lost? Are you fucking kidding me? You dropped the ball. You fumbled it. Or their parents go, that guy could have been a really good husband, or that girl could have been a really good wife. You really should probably go to therapy. You should probably get some things sorted out. But either way, even if you're in it for just for yourself or for the vanity of other people's opinions, you want to lose weight, and I'm here to help you with it. My name is JP. I'm a certified nutritionist and certified personal trainer, and through trial and error, I was able to lose 70 pounds, proof right here. And I learned that dieting cannot always be something that is just like this hard nose grind thing. Sometimes to make it sustainable, it needs to be enjoyable. And what's more fun than sandwiches? Imagine being able to lose weight eating sandwiches. Well, luckily for you, I figured that out. Today I'm going to show you 3 sandwiches. Of those 3, they're all going to be under 500 calories, and most of them are going to be around the 50 calorie range. Most was a weird way of saying that. It's only 3 sandwiches. Point is, low calorie, high protein, incredibly delicious. And here's the deal. I'm not some culinary expert. I didn't go to culinary school. I was a lazy bum like anyone else. So I needed these sandwiches to be cheap, easy to make, but still delicious as hell, because otherwise I wasn't going to eat them. 70 pounds doesn't just fly off on its own. It takes time and it takes a lot of grit. That's simply why I want to be the tool that I wish I had when I was on my nutrition journey. It just makes it a lot easier if we're all in it together, kind of helping each other out, learning the little tricks that we all use to kind of move it forward, So let's start with the breakfast girlies with a bacon, egg, and cheese. Now I'm from the Northeast, man. A bacon, egg, and cheese is super important to me, and it's super important to me for it to be really, really good. Now, of course, like anything else, these sandwiches are going to have some modifications, which I'm sure some of you are going to go ooh at, but just hear me out. I tested and ate all of these. They are delicious. And I even made my normie friends try it, and they liked it as well. So that's how we know it's going to be good. Now with the bacon, egg, and cheese, the trick here is to use turkey bacon. Now I understand turkey bacon is not as good as regular bacon, but fuck you, we got to make a sacrifice somewhere. So I started by frying 60 grams of turkey bacon, which is about 4 strips, which is gonna be plenty. Also, to give it the sweet flavor that I'm looking for and that smoky flavor that I'm looking for, I went with this cherry cola seasoning by Kinder's. So while I fried up the bacon, I was cooking half a cup of liquid egg whites. Now, egg whites over regular eggs is also a thing that's going to allow you to have less calories. Eggs are great. They have healthy fats. Those are things that you really want. But right now, the primary goal is to just cut the calories and increase the protein. And well, egg whites are the way you can do that. The egg whites, I made sure to season with a Dan O's just regular seasoning. You can use any seasoning you want for any of these as long as it's low calorie. I prefer to keep mine very simple, again, because I'm a lazy asshole and I just don't have the time to find out the exact order of how I want to get certain ingredients in there. Buying spice mixes is fine. You'll be able to achieve your goals. So once it came down to assembly, real simple, just regular bread, which for me, I like to use the 647 brand potato bread for a lot of these sandwiches. 647 is just a brand to me personally that's still low calorie without it tasting like a dry keto bread. Keto bread tends to be like really dry and gross. This is just a brand that I found to be pretty helpful. Also, Velveeta cheese slices. Velveeta cheese slices, in my opinion, are the best low calorie cheese. It's easy to have it in individual slices. They're like 35 to 40 calories a slice. It's super easy to track. And in my opinion, they taste good. I think some people don't like them, but some people are annoying. And bread, cheese, egg, bacon. Also, probably goes without saying, the egg I kind of left in a regular like patty form. I didn't scramble it, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you want to change up the texture. I think it's a lot easier to construct as a sandwich when it looks like a patty. Anywho, then the only thing I did to top it off is I used a sugar-free maple syrup, and just like that, I have a traditional bacon, egg, and cheese. Additionally, you can change it up by adding a little bit of sugar-free ketchup or even adding some type of hot sauce. I, with this time, went with a maple syrup because I was really wanting that sweetness factor out of 327 calories and 37 grams of protein, guaranteed to keep you full until lunchtime. Then at lunchtime, we can do our next sandwich, which is a steak and pesto cheese sandwich. Just imagine that. So this one's also pretty simple. What you have to do for the steak is get a top round steak that's very thinly cut. For the sandwich, I use about 120 grams worth. Now you can obviously play around with the grams a little bit when it comes to these things. I'm just kind of showing you what I did, what I felt like was adequate enough for like a good filling meal. Start off by seasoning your steak and then throwing them onto a hot pan stove. Now it's gonna get really smoky, so please, if you don't have like a fan, for people in my apartments, you're really gonna set off the goddamn fire alarm. These things are, it gets really smoky in these kitchens. Same as before, we're gonna be going with the 1 slice of Velveeta cheese, 2 slices of the 647 bread, but the only big difference here is gonna be the pesto sauce. Now pesto in itself It's pretty high in calorie, unfortunately, because it's so delicious. It's also very potent, which luckily means we can use very little of it. So to make the pesto sauce, it's real simple. I bought this regular jar of pesto, and then the rest is going to be plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Mixing non-fat Greek yogurt, about 50 to 60 grams worth, and regular pesto, about 30 grams worth, is going to make this brilliant yogurt-based pesto sauce. Now the pesto sauce is going to taste like a pesto mayo. Obviously, yogurt and mayo aren't exactly the same. There are gonna be a little bit of a texture thing, but remember, we're making small sacrifices that aren't gonna make it as noticeable. And the assembly is pretty obvious. You're gonna wanna dab on some of that pesto mayo onto the bread, a little bit of cheese, put on that beautiful steak, which I like my steak well done. I know that gives me a lot of scrutiny, but eat my ass from the back. Cut it beautifully, diagonally. I don't know why I went for the up and down cut. You gotta go diagonal. Diagonal cut is the superior cut for bread. And you get a perfect sandwich. Except I realized when I was looking at that cross section, I was like, why does this sandwich look kind of weird? And I realized I forgot pickles. I've been on like a pickles renaissance recently. I've been eating so many goddamn pickles because they're low in calorie and they're delicious. And honestly, I haven't figured out what is the best type of pickle. So let me know in the comments what's like the ideal pickles for certain situations, because I'm new to the pickle game. So I don't know. There's bread and butter and dill and half sour. There's so many goddamn pickle options. I have no idea how to get into pickles, which sounds so stupid at the age that I'm at, that I don't know how to deal with pickles, but just let me know how I'm supposed to get these pickles going. But once I added the pickles, we had an elite sandwich. 495 calories, 49 grams of protein for a steak, cheese, and pesto sandwich. Like, just fucking, can you imagine that in your diet? Could you imagine that in your diet? I don't know why I'm getting excited with my own food. I feel like I'm sniffing my own shit way too much. I gotta relax, but I'm just getting excited because this was a sandwich that I honestly made a video for without actually trying the recipe. Like, I've done something similar, but I never actually made that pesto sauce before. I just found it on like some TikTok video probably, but it came out excellent, so it made me very happy. And the last sandwich, and arguably the easiest to make, is good old unbroken, all reliable turkey and cheese sandwich, but with a little twist. Now, turkey and cheese, I probably don't have to explain. It's turkey slices. You can get any kind. The cheese has been the same. The bread's been the same as the other two sandwiches. But just to bring it over the top a little bit, what I thought of would make sense with turkey and cheese was a sriracha ranch. The sriracha ranch is really simple. You take the same amount of Greek yogurt as before, about 40 to 50 grams, and you add about 10 grams of sriracha. I think that's like the good middle ground. For every 40 to 50 grams yogurt, you want to add about 10 grams of sriracha. So if you want to make a bigger batch, that's how you want to get the ratios going. The only thing I forgot to add on this one, simply because I ran out and I would suggest it, is maybe like a teaspoon of ranch seasoning to really get that sriracha ranch feel. But if you only have yogurt and you only have sriracha, that honestly works as well. Assembling the sandwich is pretty simple. Cheese, turkey, sriracha mayo. Again, it's meant to be quick, it's meant to be easy, and all these items are very inexpensive. At the completion of that sandwich, you have 215 calorie sandwich with 20 grams of protein. Do you understand how simple that is? I added some pickles personally. To be honest, I don't even know if pickles made the sandwich better. I'm just looking for any goddamn reason to add pickles to pretty much anything I eat. So pickles are optional. You don't have to listen to that one. The beautiful thing is that if you eat all these three sandwiches in one day, so the breakfast sandwich, a lunch for the turkey, let's say, and then that steak sandwich for dinner, you're still at about 1,500 to 1,600 calories, give or take, and about 160 grams of protein. Now, this is not me saying that you can only eat these sandwiches to lose weight. This is also not me saying that 1,600 calories is what you need to eat in order to lose weight. And I encourage that you figure out what number makes sense for you using a TDEE calculator. But right now for myself, I'm going for a pretty heavy cut. So I'm going to be eating about 1,600 calories a day with about 160 to 100 for about 160 to 180 grams of protein. That is not sustainable. I only plan on doing that for about 6 weeks. After that 6 weeks is done, I'm going to go back to eating kind of normal because I don't want my body to feel that much of the stress of eating less. Because something that people don't think about is that the stress of eating less calories is going to eventually manifest in your body. You're going to feel that stress. Your hormones are going to be fucked up. Your body's going to feel weaker. Yeah, you're going to be losing the weight, but you got to make sure that you take care of the other things as well. It can't always just be about losing weight. However, if you're trying to lose weight, these sandwiches are an excellent and cheap and easy way of doing it. Now, I'm hoping to have more videos in the future where I cook delicious meals and I show you easy ways of making them. So if there's anything you want to see be made, just like an idea. Let's say you go, hey, show me a really good burger or show me a good pasta recipe. Feel free to comment below. I'll absolutely explore for you and I'll make the videos for it. I want to build the ability to make these videos accessibly. I don't think that's a word. I think you understand what I'm trying to get at with this. I want to make videos where people actually get meals that they want to see. I hate that every creator is just making the same kind of trendy meals and the same meals that everyone wants to see. Like, where is the real shit? Where is the It's 2 p.m. and I only have about 2 hours before I have to do a bunch of shit, and I need to make something quick that's going to keep me in my goals and keep me full and satisfied. Where are those meals? Those are the meals I want to find. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know and I'll definitely explore for you. I hope these recipes are helpful, and I hope that you enjoy your weight loss journey as much as I have. Because let me tell you, I've been struggling this winter, but we're still on track. Vulnerability, blah, 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 something like that. Anyways, have a good one.